Good, good morning, Vietnam. I'm gonna try not to get excited. Try and be nice and smooth on the mic. How's everyone doing? I get excited. I don't know what to tell you. And then you guys keep me going on rampages, this and that. And it's all your fault. But anyway, my voice suffers. Um, I suffer. Ding, ding. And we're even gonna do some easy ding. Nice smooth jazz. Ding, 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 ding. A little bit late. The market's open. I have no idea what's going on in the futures. I know Bitcoin is pumping. Gotta assume futures stock market's up. We'll take a look in a sec. I do have a really interesting item I do want to look at. It has me on my head and shoulders, knees and toes. The Bitcoin could go to 8,000. So I know a lot of people out there getting all excited. Said he's calling the bottom. People are itching. People are champing at the bit. You see, I started to get a little excited there. Oh, people are, man. People are champing at the bit to buy crypto, myself included. I keep having patience. So, luckily enough, I've surrounded myself with a few people that help keep me grounded. One is the Maverick of Wall Street. If you're not watching or subscribed to that channel, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. He almost makes me believe that technical analysis isn't complete. Fugazi, no, I don't know that he actually relies on it. He just charts and points out things. But you want to go talk? You want to go watch and listen to someone that knows his shit? I mean, not, way better. Like makes Meet Kevin look like. I mean, first of all, Meet Kevin's mostly smokescreen and mirrors. It's not that Meet. It's not that Meet Kevin's stupid. He's a smart dude. He knows a lot of things really well. It just annoys me that he thinks he's this expert trader when he's been trading stocks for like maybe 5 years tops, maybe. And he's an expert. He's got classes on technical analysis. Now, like, he's got a hustler's course. You get that free if you've already bought all those other courses where you get free new content, or now if you want to be a hustler, do you got to buy that too? And come on, what's that guy's name? Andrew Tate? Come on, dude. First of all, have you seen yourself Meet Kevin? You don't you don't look like a hustler. It just doesn't work for you, bro. Anyway, enough about Meet Kevin. Go check out the Maverick of Wall Street. The dude is freaking legit. There's a bro on Twitter. We're gonna check his tweet out today. Is talking about Genesis and DCG, and it does show how Bitcoin can go to 8K. Now, I'm not saying this is gonna cause Bitcoin to go to 8K. Maybe even worse, but he's got a very good analysis. I do want to take a look at it, and I'm saying it's possible. I did retweet it, so if you follow me at Nostradamus on Twitter, you do know this. You probably didn't read it though. You guys and gals only read things that tell you Bitcoin's going to be 100K by Christmas, or what shitcoin to buy. Anyway, it is Turkey Eve, Thanksgiving Eve. It will be Thanksgiving tomorrow. I may or may not stream. May hang out and do a little Thanksgiving stream. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe at a snap all day. Both sound delightful. There'll probably be some Rust. I'll probably play some Rust. Anyway, let's pop on to. Oh, I also want to look at. We're gonna look at Indigo. That was almost the title today. Going deep with the Indigo protocol. I did. I've interacted. I'm doing DeFi on Cardano. I am doing DeFi on a ghost chain. I'm doing DeFi on a ghost chain that doesn't have anything on it. Doesn't have wallets. Doesn't have NFTs. Doesn't have lending and borrowing. Doesn't have DeFi. It's completely non-functional. You can't do anything on it. All right. I'm just logging in. So tasty in the morning. Did we do a ding a ding ding a ding?
Ding ding
That
ding ding
one's way
ding
late.
ding 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 ding.
I don't know if most of you that work the Monday to Friday at the salt mines have to go in today. I'm sure you do. Usually it's a pretty light day. Hopefully they let you off early. If you're not in the United States where we celebrate the ongoing onslaught of eradicating the Indians from our land, uh, this is our Thanksgiving Day, a time to give thanks. Yeah, I actually I have a problem with this holiday. I don't know if you know why. I mean, I think it's great that we have a reason, like there's a holiday to bring the family together. But if you really think about this, was just the beginning. We landed on Plymouth Rock. We started taking over, right? Anyway, um, yeah. So the stock market. Let's pop on over to that after that like little grim dark thought. Let's see. The Nasdaq is up 36, pretty much a nothing burger. As you would expect, the market's a little flat. Native Americans, Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, my apologies. Not the Indians. Man, dude, when I grew up, we were some racist mofos playing cowboys and Indians and calling them Indians. And oh my goodness, dude. Super cringe when you think about it. Tano, all that shit, man. I mean, there was a lot of that. It gets better over time, I guess. I guess. Uh, but I see a lot of racism, man, on this game I played called Rust, and it is like super freaking toxic. And we're talking in moms and I don't know. Like it's getting better, but anyway, it's disturbing. That's all I'm saying. It's a bit disturbing. Every now and then you'd see, I don't know, these kids think it's cool to do Nazi signs. I don't know if they think it's cool because they're actually Nazis or they just think it's cool to be a rebel. You know what I mean? But they don't realize how ignorant they're being. All right. Is that supposed to be like the punk rock today? You know, have a Nazi, have a swastika. I don't know, man. Ignorant ass kids need better upbringing. That's for sure. All right. Getting me excited. All right. Nasdaq now up 43. E-mini S&P up 8. Pretty boring market right now. I wouldn't expect too much to happen. Friday, things might pop off. I think they popped off last year on Friday to the downside. I keep meaning to look at that in the chart, but I never get to it. So let's just hop right to that right now and make sure we don't overlook that. Never gonna give you up. Did I just Rickroll you live? Did I just Ricky roll you live? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Is that how the words go? Something, something, all right. Bitcoin. What day was weekly? Let's go to the daily. This chart easier to look at? Not really. February, October 31st was my date of birth. November. Ooh, the hell. Tuesday, Thursday. So this would have been Friday, November, Black Friday. Yeah, that is a wicked candle. Bitcoin went from 59,000 to 53,000 last Black Friday. A little over 10% drop. I mean, 6,000. I don't think Bitcoin, well, again, we're going to look at something today. Bitcoin might, I mean, I don't think this event that may happen is going to happen on Friday, but you never know. You never freaking know. All right. Real quick, let's wrap it up. Tesla up $5, man. I need that one to make a comeback, that's for sure. Let's see. Do I have Palantir $7? Do I roll that down? 58 days to go. Roll it. Rolling my call down. Roll strike down. Table 8 cents. Ugh. I mean, do I roll it down to? I'm just gonna let it go. I mean, I need to close it. There's only $8 of extrinsic value left. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off. Oh wait, I had 2 calls on. I must have just rolled it down. I thought I was closing it. I guess I rolled it down. All right. I mean, we got a few more shekels for it. Tesla, didn't I have well, I did have some covered calls over there, but that shit already came off. Tattooed Chef. Yikes. This one was there's no coming back from this. I'm down $258 on this. Yeah. I mean, can we even roll this? Nope. We rolling for a debit. I mean, this one, this is all Jeremy Lafitte's fault. Kathy Wood says Bitcoin 1 million by 2030. I mean, did she say that recently? I don't understand Kathy Wood. And here's what I mean by that. I actually think Kathy Wood's a very intelligent person. But it drives me nuts that the entire world hung on every word Kathy Wood said. And, anything Kathy Woods touches gold, blah, 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 blah. Then Kathy Wood became the butt of all jokes. Now all of a sudden, people are listening to Kathy Wood again. What the? Someone explain that to me. I never stopped listening to Kathy Wood. She's smart. She has a lot of ideals and beliefs that I think she's right. Now, has she been right about every stock? No. But I think she has the whole fintech, digital asset, her investing's Seeking Alpha. Let's see what we got. Kathy Wood says Bitcoin November. Nice. Kathy Wood, a longtime crypto bull, stands firm on her forecast that Bitcoin. I could see that happening. Excuse-moi. We'll have to see. Like, I do think Bitcoin will hit a point where there will be a huge supply crunch and people will FOMO into it hard. And because of the limited supply, it will cause the price to shoot up. I don't know how all that's going to play out. If it's going to shoot up to 1 million, then drop back down to 50,000, hold the 95%, or shoot up to 1 million. If it shot up to 1 million quick, there's obviously going to probably be a sharp pullback. But I think it's highly likely. 1 million per Bitcoin would be a 20. What would that be? A 20 trillion market cap? 1 million Bitcoin, say, times 20 million. 1 million times 20 million. I think 20 trillion, right? That's a pretty... Kurt! Take cover, everyone. Kurt Stabitzer in the Kurt in the house. How you doing, brother? Glad to see you're back on land. Don't go back out on the oil rig. Tell your boss and cash your checks. You like to get those checks. You like to get those checks and not cash them. You need to be cashing those bitches and backing up the truck. 8K Bitcoin. We're gonna discuss it. We haven't gotten there yet, brother. I know she got Tesla right. Yeah, I don't know if it's fair to say that her one claim to fame. She got a lot. She had a lot of things right for a while. She's by no means an oracle. She was buying Workhorse. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Kathy Wood's buying Workhorse." Blah blah. Go check the archives. I was shitting on Workhorse when Kathy Wood was buying it. All the YouTubes were building huge subscriber bases, sipping Workhorse Kool-Aid. I had pictures of postal trucks on fire saying this dumpster fire, you're an idiot. There's a lot of stocks back then that a bunch of idiots were flocking into, SPACs. SPACs, and I'm like, man, you guys are gonna get your face melted off. No one wanted to listen to old Tom. Some of my like 50, 60, 70% downvotes. Guess who was right in the end? I mean, a lot of fat good it did me. I should have just fleeced you all. Should have just kept I'm just gonna start sipping the Kool-Aid. There's no chance Bitcoin's going to 8K. Let's just start doing a subscriber pump. Bitcoin. I think the bottom's in. I think we break 20K by the end of November. I think we see 30K by the end of the year. Then we'll have a small little pullback. By tax time, Bitcoin's going to be 60K. What do you think? Anyway, Wood has purchased a bunch of shares of the Grayscale. I mean, that shit's a discount. I would probably buy Grayscale if I could. Maybe. I don't know. It's scary. 50% discount. I think this people investing in not financial advice. Is there exposure to Grayscale? Wood recently through one of her ETFs. So which ETF you can get? Like I can't buy GBTC because Tastyworks doesn't do over the counter. And I actually applaud that because 95 to 99% of Pink Sheet over the counter, i.e., not listed on the NASDAQ, not listed on the scammy New York Stock Exchange, are scams. They're shell companies, they're scams. They are the DeFi of Binance shit chain. Like the people, most pink sheet companies are the ones out there running DeFi on Binance. Oh, anyway, which one? ARC. Let's see. I wonder which. I need to. I don't really. All right, I'm starting to get frustrated. I wonder what ETF ARC is buying the Grayscale. ARC, I think ARC K is gonna one of these are there's gonna be a few arcs that are gonna be like people are gonna flock to this shit. There's like a 2x arc, I think. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. You're too young to know that song. How did I tell you a joke? No, I don't remember how that song went. All right. Don't worry, Bitcoin $16,470. It had broke 16.5. ETH 1160, Cardano 31. It had dipped below 30, I believe, at one point, right? You know the song, it's probably the national anthem of Canada, right? All right. Ooh, Matic. Just another Matic Monday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Matic 85 cents. Atom 976. Why am I listing prices? This shit's so boring. Cadena 84.537. Aptos 440. Phantom 18 cents. Near $1.61. AVAX 12.58. 3 coins I give 0 F's about. Osmosis still over $1. Quant $1.09. Sandbox 55. 8.320. Blah. Rose. Blah. Gala. Blah. Arweave 930. Fraudora 0.00189. People taking a bath in that one. Clayton up 13%. Harmony 1 getting it done. Harmony done. More like Harmony done. 0.014. Harmony 1. When Bitcoin's at 8K, Harmony 1 will probably soft rug. Let's see, we don't have. I'm waiting for the soft rug on Harmony. They have to shut the doors down. They don't have any money, right? And to me, it's a huge red flag that Binance didn't help them. Huge red flag. All the devs are leaving to another shit chain. That makes like, what is going on in your house if people go to another chain that have like no history and actual like weird shit in their history? Like, I remember Prime did a video and he did a little research, and there was a very sketchy pass with Fardora. So your devs are leaving for some chain to maybe revive it? I don't know. Like, not a good look. Not a good look. The community didn't come together very well on the bridge hack. The pitchforks came out. Man, there's a lot of crusties on my desk. I spent quite a bit of time. Well, not really quite. You know, I gave the kitchen a spit shine yesterday. A little bit more work to do in the kitchen. I need to give the old desktop, the old office, a wipe down. I know the fake fish that you hang on your wall that sings that's the song too. You will never find one of those fish on my wall. If you there's no chance. If you ever see a fish on my wall, I've been replaced with a peripheral. Only people watching that show Peripheral get it. But Peripheral, an amazing show. Started watching House of Dragons. Watched the first episode. A lot better than I expected to be. I tell you what, Matt Smith's a hell of an actor, man. If you don't know who Matt Smith is, he played Doctor Who for a while. Nerd alert. Yes, I love me some Doctor Who. I've been watching Doctor Who since Tom Baker in the 80s on PBS. I watched all of the most recent Doctor Who's except for when she became a chick. Not because I'm sexist. I don't know. I just haven't. There was one episode where like this dude had teeth in like teeth as part of his face, and I'm like, man, that's gross as shit. And I just haven't been able to watch it since. The pitchforks deserve to come out because those unreasonable individuals had worse security. Yep. Their security was garbage. Garbage. Don't get me started on that. Like it was a joke, dude. A freaking joke. Was it bad? Yeah, the first episode seemed pretty bad. So, who's your favorite new doctor? And if it's not Christopher Eccleston, just leave the channel. Christopher Eccleston and Piper. I really enjoyed Piper. There was the black girl too. I really liked her. I don't remember her name in the show. Matt Smith was weird. Like I kind of like it. Well, I don't want to be too rude here. He was good, but man, his like now that I see him in House of Dragons, that dude can act. Man, you go watch him on Doctor Who, and then you go watch how like evil he can play. I'm watching House of Dragons. I'm like, that dude looks familiar, and it actually kind of looks reminded me of the guy that got his penis chopped off in Game of Thrones. I'm like, man, it kind of but I'm like, there's no way it's him. But I'm always seeing him with like a night helmet and shit on for the most part in the beginning. And then I IMDb'd him, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, dude, that's Doctor Who!" And then I blasted my friend, like, because I asked him if House of Dragons was any good, and he said he enjoyed it, but I never got into it. Because first of all, the HBO app sucks dick. Like, that's the worst app on the planet. Someone should be put in jail for how bad the HBO app is, and that they charge us $15 a month. It should be illegal to illegally download anything off HBO. Anyway, I blasted him. I'm like, bro, why didn't you tell me Doctor Who was in House and Dragons? He, of course, had no idea what I was talking about. You didn't watch, but I didn't actually watch it. Never seen an episode, but I enjoy watching tear that out. What? So you don't watch the show, but you'll go out and read blogs about people tearing it apart? I remember in the beginning, people kind of applauded it. I don't. Was it a woke thing though? Like, I don't know. Everyone wants to make thing a woke thing now. That's a cool thing to do. I was champing. I was champing at the bit, Mitch. I was champing at the bit. It's bit, not bit. What's your point here? I'm champing at the bit. No, the correct way to say it's champing, motherfuckers. It's champing at the bit is the correct way to say it. Over the course of history, people started saying chomping. Go Google it, motherfuckers, and then come back and apologize to me. Actually, you would have learned this if you would have watched another great show, Star Trek, the one with Scott Bakula. But it's champing at Warsher. Now, Warsher, you got me, but champing, you don't. All right. I demand apologies. Camping at the bit, champing at the bit. Champ Webster says champ at the bit is to show impatience or restraint, be restless. It comes from something said about horses when they bite their bits repeatedly and restlessly. They champ. Boom, bitch. Boom, motherfuckers. How to use champing at the bit versus chomping at the bit. Now it's interchangeable. But it started off as champ at the bit. What now, Ricky? What now, Kurt? Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry. Those are the only words I want out of your two mouths before this stream continues. Just sorry. Sorry. That's all. Sorry. SORRY. Come on. Like I can admit when I'm a fool and I say Warsher. You can admit when you're wrong. You can admit it. uh, champ. Oh, now you're gonna hit me with champ at the bit versus champing. Champing's the verb, or a past verb. I don't know. But now we speak English. Ich kann. Yeah, I, I don't know. Champing. No, you can say champing at the bit, bitch. Like you can add ing in the word. I don't understand. Champing right here stems from an old Middle English word, not German. Like, you know what? I'm just done. I'm done. I'm can't stream over. See ya. What would you do if I actually hit end stream? All right, enough of you idiots. Knocking knocking on wood. What's wrong with that? What about knocking on heaven's door? Would you? He's over there knock on wood. Is that what you say? He's over there knock on wood. Hey, stop knock on wood. Is it like I don't understand what's your point, Ricky? I don't get it. It's over. Maybe I'm stupid and you're the smartest person on the planet. I'm saying I never said it wasn't. I never said I did. Actually, I did say it evolved into chomping at the bit. My point is, don't crawl up my ass for saying champing, because that's the original OG correct way of saying it. There's nothing wrong. I'm in fact, I'm just gonna start saying chomping so I don't have to have these conversations anymore, right? This is the dumbest conversation I think this channel's ever had. And that's saying a lot. No, Ricky did. I still don't know what's up Ricky's ass. I still don't know what's up Ricky's ass. All right. Let's look at the why Bitcoin's going to go to 8,000 or why Bitcoin could. It is good to be back, Kurt. You have no everyone. You know what? It's a crying shame that that piece of shit Retbro's not here. Retbrow. Where's Retbrow? Where is that piece of shit? Where is that POS? Oh, snap. Retro, why have you been quiet, Retro? Retro in the house. How you doing, brother? Why have you been quiet then? Because you're over there listening to some other YouTuber. I did say Retro in the house. I just said it. Like you have not said a goddamn word until just now. How? Where? Where? Let's see. Ricky, Kurt, Ricky, Kurt. You're nowhere in this chat, bitch, until right now. You're easy to pinpoint because you're your little symbol. Like this is the first time you talked. I didn't shadow ban you. Did Ricky, has he talked before and it just didn't show up in my chat? Like I'm double checking my stream thing now. Like you didn't show up. It must be something on the YouTube end or you're just trying to rug pull me. Nothing I sent. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean Ricky didn't seem to notice. I think you're making shit up, dude. I think you're making it up. It's the only thing that makes sense. Ada won't be undervalued. Followed or follow. Okay, cool. Cool. You dropped oh, you said F Kathy and they didn't yeah, I didn't I don't know what to tell you, bro. Balenciaga apologizes for pro child porn ad. What the who's Balenciaga? Unfortunately, this thread marks the end of my chapter with Harmony Protocol. Welcome to the party. I still need to shut down my validator. Who's that chick? Breaking news: Massive Cardano redacted under what? Breaking news: Massive Cardano confidential information redacted under NDA. Rocket ship Ada. What do we got going on here? But an asshole and his Bia. This is okay. This is like the dumbest tweet I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, this is the worst. You suck. Am I following you? Because I need to unfollow you. You're an F-tard. Harmony One is not blessed. Harmony One is shit. Did what's his name say no to the Lord when he said to kill his son? No, he was gonna do it out of devotion. Dude, I don't like. I have that's some religious. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I really don't on that one. Does Capo have anything to say? I mean, it's all. You can see I've cleaned up. I've cleaned up the Discord a little bit. Put a lot of shit in the graveyard. I'm just gonna start putting things that I think that I like, right? Like I'm interested in buying. I don't want people like I don't know. I haven't like I want to clean this up and make it a little bit more clean. Everything's still in the graveyard. But I you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what I'm doing. Capo, it's time. Last night, Bitcoin was pumping. Bitcoin's pumping, and you said it's time. Like I don't understand that timing. Bearish retest everywhere. Hidden bearish divergence. Balance showing clear bull trap. I do think it feels very bull trappy. Supply coming in a lot. People euphoric. The price is 16K. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a bit euphoric. I've grappled with the fact of like, dude, you can buy a whole Bitcoin for 16 grand right now and double your Bitcoin stack. That's a good price. When Bitcoin was 70,000, you would have been begging to buy Bitcoin at 16,000. Well, now that opportunity is here. Am I making a mistake by not buying it at 16K? Maybe. Personally, I don't think so. I think we got time. I think it's going to be 16K. If this is the bottom, I think we're going to be flirting with this bottom. We might relief rally. We might come back down. I don't know. When it becomes a triple bottom, is it more worrisome that it can break down? Or is a triple bottom more bullish than a double bottom? You're from Kansas. I am. You don't know that story about the guy and his son? Apparently, God said to kill his son, and he was going to do it because God said to. Blind obedience. But then God was just like, JK. I am from Kansas. There's a lot of religious people, highly religious people in the Midwest. I'm not one of them. I remember the one where I don't know. The bro was like in a fight with his wife or something, or in a fight with another dude, and God said chop him in half. I kind of remember that one. Mm, Here are my thoughts on the Bible, and this will probably piss some people off. The Bible, back in the day, back in like before Christ and all this shit, people, the Egyptians believed that the sun was a god. People believed in God. Right? People still believe in gods because they need an answer. But back then, a lot of that shit happened. Like everything in the Bible happened. It's just someone like really good with words put it in and they fableized it, right? Someone really good with words fableized that shit. I don't know, if it's been rewritten and I'm not an expert at this shit. I didn't take college courses on it. I didn't explore all the different religions and, I don't I wish, I honestly wish I could believe in all of it because it gives people that believe in religion are happier. Generally, they're happier. I wish I could. Hell, I hope I'm wrong. I hope there is a God. I mean, I might make it to heaven. I hope there is a God. I go to heaven and 81 virgins or how many, what is that religion? Because I'm going to that religion. That's the baller religion. The one where you go and there's a bunch of virgins just waiting for you. Was that that's not Buddhism, that's like Islamic, right? How many virgins for the nation of Islam? Islam, religion. Why does that keep coming up? Islam, religion, virgins when dead. I am now proclaiming I'm from the Nation of Islam. 72 virgins await. Is that all it takes? Do I have to go through any like Islamic baptisms? How to become Islamic? How to Islamic? You have to believe that there's only one God. Done. Allah. Done. Allah is the great who created the entire. Yep, I'm down. And that Muhammad, peace be upon. Oh, let's see. How does it go? How do you say Allah? I don't remember. Allah Akbar or some. No, is that like when you're gonna suicide bomb someone? If you recite this with total sincerity in front of two witnesses, you have become a. I got two witnesses in the house. Everyone. Breaking news. Breaking news. Everyone, please listen. Do we still have two people in the house? We got Kurt. Anyone else? Is Ricky here? Is Retro still here? YouTube says there's only one current viewer. Kurt, speak up. You there, Retro? You there, Ricky? I need one more. I need one more. I'm probably going to get put on a watch list now. I think Retro, if Retro or let's all cool our dicks. Let's all cool our dicks. Wow, why? Greatest fiction ever written. Oh, at the Bible? Retro's here. My dude, the YouTube algo has you by the balls. Maybe. Who cares, dude? Who freaking cares, man? You think I care about my YouTube legacy? You think I want tens and hundreds of thousands of viewers? Like, it would be kind of cool to flex a silver plaque up on the wall when I'm in a Slack meeting or a Zoom meeting. They'd be like, "What? What? Is that fake?" Like one day I just show up at a meeting, like an all hands meeting, and someone sees the silver plaque on the wall, and I give them a big boy flex. Like, what is bitch boy doing? Have you ever noticed, like, when he wears those like muscle cut off sleeve shirts? Dude, first of all, congrats for going to the gym. You do look like you're in better shape. But then I see him doing a thing on polka dot, and his belly was sticking out. And I'm like, bro, your guns ain't. I mean, come on, bro. Such a drama queen. All right, we got Retro and Retro and Kurt in the house. So I'm becoming a Muslim right now. I believe that there is only one God, the great Allah. I believe that he created the universe and that Muhammad, peace be among him, brothers, is the final messenger on earth. Actually, I probably shouldn't joke about this because I do sincerely respect all religions, and I don't want anyone coming to chop my head off. So you are Muslim. I'm not making fun of you. I respect all religions, even Jehovah's Witnesses. Right? I have a really good friend. A lot of people think Jehovah's Witnesses are weird and crazy. He's actually one of the coolest, smartest dudes I know. I've known some Mormons. It gets a little weirder there, but I still respect and love. I love all religions. I love all religions, races. Like this Chinese player came up to me in Russia yesterday, and he's like, fuck you, China number one." I'm like, bro, we're all brothers and sisters on this planet. What like, what's wrong with you? So anyway, I'm just joking around a little bit, guys. If you're Muslim and you want to make fun of whatever, because I'm not religious, right? I actually respect Islam and a few other religions more than a lot of others. But anyway, I probably lost a lot of subscribers because of that. So it's time to build back up. I was actually starting to get subscribers again instead of losing them. But after my Trump and Biden, like I shot myself in the foot on both sides, saying they're both terrible presidents, and now I'm off the walls on religion. I mean, Kurt and Ricky and Retro are probably maybe Kosk every now and then. I'm gonna have 4 subscribers. Just don't draw our boy Mo. You mean Mohammed? Yeah, but I don't want any like radical. Like I don't want any radical groups wanting to come chop my head off for God, just you know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's get to why Bitcoin's going to 8K, and this is serious. Excuse me, what? Interesting times ahead in Bitcoin. Okay, Plan B. No one's listening to your ass right now. I mean, the stock to flow says Bitcoin like I don't know. I did retweet this at Nostradamus. I do plan on probably getting the blue check mark. Why DCG and Genesis will go bankrupt. All information from public sources. All right, first of all, I don't know who this guy is, but he's obvious retired sloth. Hope is not a trading strategy, but I am a bull tard. He's in Mum's basement, degrading substack.com. It looks like he just launched a newsletter or something. Get wrecked or die trying. Let's see. Oh, this is about the Genesis thing. That is why it's called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. This guy's got some he's a sloth with a McDonald's hat. Musing of a McDonald's worker. All right, so I don't know what this guy's credentials are, but I do know he looks like he's put in the work. It makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know if he's like some forensic accountant or whatever. All I'm saying is he has a really good analysis. I have no idea if this it seems like it could play out, or a lot of what he's saying does seem like it is possible. Let's see. Why DC and Genesis will go bankrupt. All information from public sources. DGen Trading at Hodl Kryptonite. I don't want to write another thread, but seeing seeing the media read at Barry Silbert's letter the wrong way really got to me. I don't want to see people get tricked by another SBF FTX. You can read the letter in the long form here. I'm not going to sign. Oh, he's got all his analysis here. I'm not giving you my email, bro. It looks like he has a lot. Okay. Dear shareholders, there's been a lot of noise over. I didn't plan on reading this, but now I feel like it's boring, but this is real money at stake. So I feel like we have to at least try and digest this a little. There's been a lot of noise over the past week, and I want to get in touch and directly to clarify where we stand on DCG. Most of you are aware of the situation at Genesis, but to recap up front, Genesis Global Capital, Genesis lending business, anything that does lending of crypto, no bueno. Temporarily suspended redemptions and new loan originations last Wednesday, November 16th, after market turmoil sparked unprecedented withdrawal requests. I was pounding the table when Voyager and Celsius went down to get out of all earn programs, all lending, all earn. I personally had money in, what was it? The other, not Genesis. The goddamn brain fart. The place, the Winklevoss. I'm not gonna look at the chat because I'm really annoyed. I can't think of it. It sounds just like it. Genesis, George. God damn it! What a brain fart. Plan B was on Benjamin Cohen. Can't live your life afraid. I agree. Let's see. We're in it now. Brow. You spelled it wrong. It's brow. Not Genesis. What is it? Complete and utter failure. Like, I'm gonna. Gemini. Thank you. I was saying get your money out of Gemini Earn. Anything like, in fact, I took my money completely out of Gemini because I didn't trust with anyone that did earn. I think Coinbase you can, but I think it's just like staking. Like, you can get 2% on your Cardano, but I think they just stake and give you a little taste. So you always want to get your money on chain. Always get that shit on chain. Meaning, if you buy Cardano, put it on the Cardano chain. If you buy Bitcoin, put it on the Bitcoin chain. If you buy Ethereum or an ERC20 token, put it on the Ethereum chain. I avoid most ERC20 non Ethereum tokens because of bridge risk and shit like that. And there's a lot of risk to all these altcoins in general right now. If shit hits the fan, there are going to be more altcoins that go under. A lot of the altcoins that you hear people talking about right now may or probably won't be around in the next bull run. So that's why I'm sticking to right now mostly Bitcoin. I'm becoming a Bitcoin maxi sorta. I'm still wanting to buy Cardano. I still want to buy a big ass bag of Cardano, but I'm hoping to get it at like it's bitter. It'll be bittersweet because I want to buy it at like 10 cents. But I mean, in order to do that, the amount of pain I'm going to be in, the amount I'm going to be down is ridiculous. So, and it's actually would be probably a lot better on my stress levels in my soul if Cardano went back up to $3 by the end of the year, right? I'd be going like this again instead of constantly going to bed. At least I don't worry about it. I mean, I don't consider the money lost, but I consider that it because I don't think it will be lost. I think it will rebound. But I do know that it, like, I'll still have a roof over my head. I'll still be able to put food on the table. I just won't have a nice, big ass, fatty cushion that I'd hoped for. Sometimes you got to take your shot. And I've done the analysis and I'm taking my shot on Bitcoin and Cardano mostly. I would put Ethereum up there too, but I think Cardano is a much better chain. And I think Cardano's going to win out overall. Anyway, in recent days, let's see. Importantly, these issues have no impact on Genesis spot and derivatives trading or custody business. I don't know if this is a smoke screen, which continue to operate. Well, just because they continue to operate and they don't have a impact now doesn't mean shit. Genesis leadership and their board decided to hire financial and legal advisors. Okay, spend more money that you don't have. And the firm is exploring also, yeah, you're looking at how you can declare bankruptcy and keep everything. In recent days, there have been chatter about intercompany loans between Genesis and DCG. For those unaware, in the ordinary course of business, DCG has borrowed money from Genesis Global in the same vein as hundreds of crypto investment firms. These loans were always structured on an arm's length basis. What the hell does that mean? And priced at prevailing market interest rate. These loans were always structured on an arm's length basis. What does that mean? It sounds cool, but what does that actually mean? DCG currently has a liability to Genesis Global, $575 million, which is due by May of 2023. May of 2023 sounds like a really long time away, but guess what? Half a year away. Yes, we're almost in 2023. Can you believe that shit? I remember thinking when I was 5 that, man, things are going to be crazy, or like I was maybe 10 or 12 in the 70s and early 80s. I was like, man, I'll only be like 50 in 2020, and it's going to be crazy what the world's going to be like. Yeah, well, I wasn't wrong. These loans were used to fund investment opportunities and repurchase DCG stock from non-employee shareholders. I'd have to do some digging. DCG is a publicly traded platform. Whenever you buy back stock, you want to know why they're buying back stock. If they're a lot of times companies will buy back stock because, excuse me, they just diluted the share pool a bunch, and it's a smoke screen and mirror. I don't know if that's what DCG was doing. I don't know why they were buying back their stock. Maybe they just thought it was cheap. Oh, um, you may. Ooh, and to this day, I've never sold a share of DCG. To this day, Barry Silbert's never sold a share of DCG stock. We got something from Barry Silbert.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good because it's useless
Has
now,
that
isn't it?
never been a more perfect time to play that? I don't. That might be the greatest good for you of all time. You may also. I'm getting excited. You may also recall there is a 1.1 billion promissory note that is due in June of 23. Well, that's a long ways away. As we shared in our previous shareholder letter, DCG stepped in and assumed certain liabilities from Genesis related to the Three Arrows Capital default. Three Arrows Capital, everyone is saying is because of FTX. Everyone's blaming Sam Bankman-Fried because of all that. I say blame the government. Blame our senators. Blame our House. Blame your representatives for allowing this to go on as long as it did. It's ridiculous. As stated in August, because there are now DCG liabilities, DCG is participating in the Three Arrows capital liquidation proceedings on the creditors. So they're trying to get money. I mean, good effing luck there. And pursuing all available remedies to recover assets. Okay, that's aside from the Genesis Global Capital intercompany loans due in May of 23 and the blah blah blah. DCG's only they say this DCG's only debt is 350 million credit facility from a small group of lenders. So they say their only debt is 350 million right now, but their only debt is $1 billion and half a year away. Taking a step back, let me be clear, DCG will continue to be a leading builder. DCG has only raised 25 million in primary capital, and we are pacing to do 800 million in revenue this year. How do you fact check that? I bought my first Bitcoin a decade ago.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it?
Barry Silbert bought his first Bitcoin a decade ago and made the decision that I would commit to the industry for the long term. In 2013, we founded the first BTC trading firm, Genesis. Blah blah. Lastly, with a portfolio of 200 plus companies and funds. Okay, so your portfolio, you have a 200 plus portfolio. That doesn't mean shit when you're going out of business. We're often the first check of the industries. There's also a Silvergate situation that I've been hearing about. The Silvergate Bank. I don't know where, like, people are saying if Silvergate goes down, like, I don't know why they're saying that. I've just kind of heard rumblings. Despite the difficult industry conditions, blah, 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 blah. All right, we read the letter. It does seem like a bunch of bullshit. First off, from Barry's letter himself, DCG is aggregate owes 2.025 billion. 1.675 billion to Genesis and 300 Okay, so I will say 1 billion of that's due in 2032, I think, based on the letter. This is way worse than I thought. So I think the whole is just 1 billion in the short term. The other billion's got some time. So take this for what it's worth. Let's see. Oh, he highlights it. 575 million due in May 2023. So this 1 billion's not due to 2032 for what that's worth. And then he's got 350 million. So it really kind of is just $1 billion, bro. Like, are people really worried about the other billion right now? As a lender in accounting rules, loans are assets and deposits are liabilities. Genesis, as a borrower lender, is mostly funded by a small amount of equity and deposits. Post Babel, not sure what Babel is. Babel, 3AC, I know what that is. We can safely assume that the entire equity has been wiped out. That is an assumption that is probably pretty safe to assume. Since Genesis has noted they have 2.8 billion of loans, we can assume there is a corresponding 2.8 billion of deposits to fund. Right, you can assume that. That's how it should be. Given that Atbury Silbert has admitted that DCG owes 575 and 1.1, that means Genesis balance sheet looks like this. Assets, 575 million loan, 1.1 billion promissory note, again not due for another 10 years. Real assets. Creditors, 2.8 billion. The 1.8 billion was a hole created from 3AC's default. It was used to plug the hole in the balance sheet, presumably so that Genesis could avoid defaulting and being insolvent. But as anyone with enough sense can tell you, this is just sheer financial trickery. Unless DCG pays back the money, Genesis balance sheet looks like this. Real assets 1.125 billion with a 1.67 billion shortfall, meaning they're about 500 million short. This means that depending on how much DCG has to pay back Genesis, they have about 40 cents on the dollar. Also, because DCG took the promissory note, Genesis creditors have resources to find DCG for the money, which is why they suddenly need to raise. DCG's main assets is the GBTC stake of 67 million in shares, value of Grayscale Biz, and Genesis, which is probably worth 0. Jesus, this is so long. It is unlikely that they have much cash on hand, given how in the letter Barry said that took blah blah 575 millions on loan. These investment opportunities was probably so they probably took this money to buy more GPTC, which kept dipping. This is a presumption. How much is the Grayscale Biz really worth? The earnings mostly come from GPTC and ETH. ETH is the future. At current BTC and ETH prices, this works out to be about 280 million in revenues. I'm assuming that's over the year. Barry in the letter said they were making 800 million, but I think anyway, I don't know. Given costs should be low, we can presume this to be earnings. Oh, I think we're getting there, boys and girls. Oh, yeah, only about 10 more points. Wait, no, we're about halfway done. We're about halfway done, but we've also read a letter. We're gonna get there. This is very important. However, even at crypto's peak, DCG was only able to raise at 10 billion valuation. Grayscale's run rate revenue should be about 1.1 billion, and Genesis was running at 1 billion. At its peak, DCG was only able to command a 5x price to earnings ratio. So at the peak, they're saying DCG was valued at a 5x. In a market now damaged with the crisis of confidence post FTX, Barry can probably only find buyers at a 2x PE, given that their earnings have crypto delta, and crypto is a dirty word now. With institutions, I agree. This means that Grayscale Biz can fetch about 560 to 840, very short of the 2 billion. He keeps throwing out this 2 billion. I don't know how much 1 billion of that plays. Like, if I wanted to bail out Genesis, I would be less if you believe in crypto and you believe in this business model, you only worry about the 1 billion right now. I mean, you can make up the other billion pretty easily as long as, you know, Bitcoin and crypto do its thing. If you can get this BTC fund converted to an ETF. That's a lot of freaking money just in that alone. So I'm trying to look at both sides here. This guy's all doom. What about the GBTC on hand? They can probably sell that into the stock market. However, remember that they are 10% of the outstanding. There is an appetite in the market for GPT stock. Going that route probably only nets them 300 million at best. So they can sell their stock in GPTC, and that'll get them 300 million. I think they only need to get to a billion right now, not this 2 billion, which is why they went hat in hand to the SEC for Reg M relief. I have no idea what that is. However, there's close to zero chance the SEC will allow this because of the optics of it for the SEC is terrible. Yeah, that plus the fact Gary Gensler hates Bitcoin. Doing that means SEC, blah, blah, blah. This leaves us the only real way to monetize the GPT stake as unwinding GPTC so that everyone gets out. This is the apocalyptic scenario for BTC with 633K of BTC hitting the market. So this guy is saying it's possible that they can unwind GBTC. Now, I personally think that's highly unlikely. There will be a buyer for GBTC, in my opinion. But someone's going to have to stick their neck out, right? Is Binance, like Binance, does that make sense? I don't know what makes sense. I know if I could buy the GBTC fund for 50 cents on the dollar, I would do it. So there's got to be some other YOLO Dolo out there. The only way, blah, blah. All right. So the only way for sufficient dollars in the system to bid such a pile is for the price to go low enough. The last BTC would probably clear at 8K. There's where 8K came from in my title. If they had to unwind, which is not out of the realm of possibilities. There's a lot of things that have happened in crypto over the last year that you said could never happen. This is, to me, a lot more realistic than the Luna collapse. You would have told me Luna was going to collapse, I'd have said you're out of your mind. You tell me that GPTC can unwind? I'm like, yeah, it could. I don't think it will, but it could. And if it does, this bro says it'll take Bitcoin to 8K. I will beep, back up the truck at 8K because Bitcoin will recover. Yep, the big reveal, brother. I'm still grossly engaged, Tom. Keep going, brother. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you. All right. Blah 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 blah. This fetches him about 750 million in cash. They they get to keep ETH and the rest of their other business. All right, so so one thing to think about is they have to unwind BTC in order to pay off their debt. If they sell it, they may not be able to pay off their debt. It's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Does that make it more of a risk? Regardless of what Barry does, none of these things is enough to raise 2 billion. Again, shut the F up about the 2 billion. How much does it really matter that you owe $1 billion to a company that's worth 0 in 10 years? Like, someone explain that to me. I'm not an expert. I'm not an accounting expert, but you owe one of your own companies at arm length away. I'm assuming that's what that means. They're at arm's length because they're one. We owe this company that's going bankrupt $1 billion in 2032. If Genesis goes down for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the lawyers are going to figure out some loophole. Yeah, Genesis declares chapter whatever. You don't owe the $1 billion anymore. Client funds get fucked. Everyone in Jim and I earn and whatever get fucked. Go fuck yourself like everyone else has done in the industry, and you'll be fine. You still got grayscale? I could be wrong. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just saying, you know? Depending on whether Wait, as an institutional prime broker of the space, the collapse of Genesis will lead to even more contagion, as many of the depositors are institutions versus BlockFi. I don't really understand that. Depending on whether DCG unwinds, that leads to 633K of BTC sell pressure, or just selling their own GPT shares in the market, which will lead to 33 equivalent of sell pressure. So I think there is a decent chance that they will sell their shares, which will be a good buying opportunity. I don't think they'll unwind the whole thing. Who knows that? Lawyers are crafty, man. They're going to figure out ways to fuck us first, right? Genesis will probably come out crashing the market, destroying the clients, and then buying all the Bitcoin back at 8K and being the biggest crypto company in the world by 2030, right? This is what the institutions, this is why you buy your crypto, you get it on chain, and you let all the other idiots get wrecked in the process. And my condolences and hearts go out to anyone that got wrecked. I've been wrecked. I've learned from my lessons, and I'm learning from my lessons. Though I am effing with Indigo Protocol. I did plan on going into that today, but man, it's already 7:43 a.m. Let's see that's it. That's how Bitcoin gets to 8K. Let's see what's going on in the markets. Let's get this wrapped up. Bitcoin $16,434. To me, it does feel like a trap. If it looks like a trap, smells like a trap, it's probably a trap. I just gave you very good concern. More bad news is likely to come. This whole Genesis thing's a big deal. And until we start getting to a point where we don't have to worry about DCG and Silvergates and shit like that, there's the stock market again. Actually, I talked about the Maverick of Wall Street. The Maverick of Wall Street had a really good video last night. Go watch that shit, dude. Go watch it. He says the Fed will have to take us into a recession. He gave very good reasons why. And he said a lot more pain's going to come. So if a lot more pain's going to come and a real true recession is going to come, you think Bitcoin's going to go to 60,000 during that? No. It's going to be 16,000. It's going to be 12,000. It might hit crypto savvy 3,000. So I continue to be patient. As excited as I am to buy crypto, I'm soothing that itch buying $50 of Cardano a week and $50 of Bitcoin a week. And every now and then throwing a few more shekels at it when I'm on the toilet, right? It's soothing that itch. I'm seeing my bags grow ever so slightly daily and nightly, but I am patiently waiting. And that's my investment thesis. It doesn't have to be yours. Just make sure your investment thesis includes investing money that you can afford to lose. Investing income. What is it? Investing investing what is it? The income, extra income. What is that word I use? I'm brain farting hard. You know what I'm saying? Invest idle? No, not idle. God damn, I'm having a rough morning. Invest extra them passive. No, invest. I am like mental block hard. Invest frivolous? No. Like when you have your extra money, what's that shit called? Am I having a stroke? I feel like it. What is it when you have extra money? Like it you don't need it for bills and shit. No, not well, I mean yes, but no. There's a word I always use and I can't remember what it is right now. Maybe I am having a stroke. Medic! Disposable. Thank you, Kurt. God damn, you're coming through strong today. Invest disposable income. And a lot of people don't have disposable income right now. This, in my opinion, if I was 30, young, dumb, and full of bubblegum, you got to make some choices right now. I've often talked about getting yourself the skills, invest in yourself to get you the skills to make a lot of money. I know tech really well, so I can tell you if you go out and put in the time and learn things like Azure Web and Amazon Web, Azure Cloud, Amazon, you go become proficient in cloud, get a little bit of networking experience, get a little bit of programming experience, you can make an F ton of money. I promise you, if you're smart enough to do it and you grind out 40 hours a week, 20 to 40 hours a week of studying, hardcore studying, AWS, well, they're laying people, everyone's getting ready to lay people off. So who the hell knows, right? Who the hell knows? But there'll be a comeback. There's a lot of money to be made there. I don't know what's going to happen. They were talking the other day, Amazon may lay off half its workforce. So maybe I should just shut up. This might be a time to pick up. I mean, people joke about picking up shifts at McDonald's, but I think even like In and Out, they make $15 an hour. So, I've talked recently about some people working 2 jobs, making like double the income. Like you got to grind it hard right now. This is, in my opinion, an opportunity of a lifetime, and it can become much more. Like if the market crashes a lot more, which is possible, we've looked at the Nasdaq chart ad nauseum, and I've given you very strong evidence that there's plenty of room to the downside if it wants to go there. And after watching the Maverick of Wall Street's video last night, there's even more concern. After reading this Twitter thread, there's more concern. So people calling the bottom, you're trying to catch a falling knife. It might be the bottom, but in my opinion, the odds say no. Tom Sosnoff thinks it's the bottom, but that dude was telling you to sell to your hands bleed in 2020 and 2021. In 2019, he said 2020 is going to be an opportunity to sell until your hands bleed. He was wrong. At the end of 2020, he said 2021 is going to be an opportunity to sell your Amazons and your blah, blah, blahs into your hands bleed. He was wrong all the way up until the end of the year, like November, right? So him calling the bottom, that dude's always early when he makes his calls, and he's always late when he promises to deliver something. I love Tom Sosnoff, but he has a track record. Anyway, that's my time. You've been great. Bitcoin's 16,400. Sosnoff, he's not wrong about crypto. It's why you I was trying to hang up the phone right now, but what the are you talking about, Retro? Are you just being sarcastic right now because you don't believe crypto's going down, do you? You believe it's going down in the short term, but it's not going down for a 3 count, right? I do have Puma socks. I'm not sure that I like the Puma socks. I have Puma underwear. Them bitches are amazing. Get the Puma underwear. I'm probably gonna go to Costco today. I don't know, man. I have these problems where like I don't know if this is toothpaste or like a bleach spot, but now I got like this white right here. And this is brand new, dude. So I'm probably gonna go buy a couple more. A couple more. I'm addicted to buying Pumas sweats, man. They're so freaking comfortable. The problem is if you lounge around in them all day, but I need some that, like when I go out, that I'm looking sharp. Protein stains, yeah, it's possible. I mean, my shit's got the velocity. It's got the velocity to make it up there, I tell you. But I don't, typically I'm not wearing my Pumas. Maybe I was sitting on them. Because I bought a pack of Puma sports socks and they're pretty much one-time use. I'm not. Yeah. I don't. Oh, I don't think I have the sports socks. I will say I've worn them once or twice, and I didn't like them. I didn't like them. So yeah, my apologies. It was probably only $12. The Puma underwear is extremely comfortable. I don't know about the durability though. I don't know if they're how long they're going to last. It is a material that probably not going to last as long as cotton. But I love it. It lets your boys breathe. It's got a nice firm grasp uh, without suffocating. So I don't mind spending some money buying a few extra packs of underwear. Like if I had to buy 2 packs of underwear a year versus 2 packs every 5 years, but I get the. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Puma sock. I agree. I love the Puma underwear and I love the Puma from Costco, the fleece ones, right? The current ones, like I said, they have an embroidered Puma right here. They really upped their game. One time use. Yeah, yeah, I agree. What retro? You said it's all going down. Are you joking? No, they're not fleece. They're like there's a little bit of latex in them. I think it's latex and cotton, like 10% latex. Fleece underwear, man. Juke, juke. What is juke? Juke? You jamoke? What's a juke? Like juke? You juke me? Joke. I'm sitting here googling juke. Yeah, fleece underwear would be awful. It would dry you up. You'd chafe like a mofo. You'd chafe like a mofo. All right, that's my time. You've been great. Again, I may or may not stream tomorrow. I am home, bro, and I don't drink. Anyway, that's my time. You've been great. I may or may not stream tomorrow. 5th time's a charm. If I had to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Like, common sense tells me I probably won't. But you never know. I might get a wild hair up my ass. I'm a little bummed we didn't talk about Indigo. I am in Indigo. I'm DeFiing in the Ghost Chain. I'm DeFiing in Cardano. I will say, forewarning, if you want to mess with Indigo, real quick, set up an additional NAMI, an additional eternal wallet ahead of time. Because when you go, like say you go and get some IUSD and then you want to stake it, it'll tell you, oh, you can't use this wallet because it has a bunch of other assets in it. We, 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 you should go out and put this money in a wallet that only has the I assets, the Indie token, and Cardano. So it's a bit annoying that I took out this loan on one wallet, and I'm kind of in 2 wallets now that I need. So if you're gonna mess with Indigo, first of all, just do a small amount, but create a wallet dedicated just for that. And that's really easy to do in Eternal. You just click Add Wallet, you do the passphrase shit, you send some money over. Real quickly, I will also show you that I learned this yesterday too. If you're using Eternal, whatever wallet you click this right here, this little plug sign is the one that's DApp activated. So I haven't added my Indigo wallet on here yet. Actually, I need to do that. So let's take a look. Let me enter the seed phrase and add this. Oh shit. All right, guys. I'm gonna ask that you don't go steal my money. I didn't mean to show this. My apologies. Please don't go steal my money in this account. Anyway, yeah. All right, I got that situation I gotta take care of. I got that. Let's see. You got tricked. Stop. Cardano rules. Are those bit funny words? I could have rickrolled you. Guys, don't go try and enter the seed phrase. I made it up. It was a joke. I got jokes too, Kurt. I got jokes too. Anyway, worst case, I don't even know if I'll be back Friday. I may say F it. Nah, well, I don't know. Worst case. Yeah, I mean, worst case, I'll be back Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. PST. I'll probably pop in before that anyway. You all have a great great Thanksgiving, even though I don't. All right, I'm not going to go on that again. Have a great Thanksgiving. Catch you